Hello everyone, your Excel wizard here today teaching you about the time function, which probably does exactly what you would expect if you're expecting it to yield a time, which that's exactly what it does. The function arguments box here says that the time function converts a certain number of hours, minutes, and seconds into a given time. So if I had 1 hour and 30 minutes and 0 seconds, I type it in and bam, 1:30. And there's really not a whole lot of difference between me putting in that function and me just typing it out myself. But this could be useful when you're dealing with occurrences on like a payroll sheet, for example, of just kind of one-off times. And this video is not only just teaching you about the time function, but more about how Excel thinks. And so one of those examples would be you can actually add time with just the sum function as well. So if I type in the sum function and I select these two cells here, cells A1 and A2, that has 1:30 and 3:00, so an hour and a half and 3 hours, or 1:30 and 3. I hit enter and it gives me 4:30. Another thing that's important to note is that Excel, at the moment, I have my sheet formatted to where it views hours and time on a daily cycle. So if I were to add this 12 and 15, I would not get 27. I would actually get 3 in the morning because it goes all the way up to 24, views it as a new day, and then the 3 extra hours would put me at 3 a.m. So I'll show you just in case you don't believe me. I take the sum and I'm adding up these two cells here. I hit enter, and now all of a sudden I have 3 a.m. So if you are doing a payroll sheet, I know I mentioned that earlier, my number one piece of advice actually would not be to use the time function. It would be to make sure that all of your data that you are exporting, all of your data cells, are in the same format. Whether that be hour, colon, minute, hour, colon, minute, colon, second, whatever it is, just make sure it's all the same so that you can apply these functions and formulas to it uniformly. Here's where the time function, though, could help you. Is let's say you have a person here that worked 8 hours. I could come over here in my time function and I could just equals select this cell and subtract a time or add a time from it. So let's say, for example, this person worked 8 hours, but he took a 30-minute lunch break and another 15-minute break. So what I could do is I could come over here, hit equals, select my cell E1, and then minus a time function. Time function. And since he took 0 hours, but he took 30 minutes for lunch breaks and 0 seconds, I'm going to put that there. I also said that he took a 15-minute lunch break, so I'm going to hit another minus, another time function, hit another 0 hours, 15 minutes, and 0 seconds. And so you'll see here that that will give me 7:15 because he worked for 8 hours but took one 30-minute and one 15-minute break, which adds up to 45 minutes. So he really only worked for 7 hours and 15 minutes. Hopefully this helps. There's probably very niche situations where you would be using this, but in those niche situations, this is nice to have. So as always, thank you for watching the video. And if you're interested in learning more Excel formulas and functions like this, whether that be beginner, intermediate, or expert, I've got series on all of them. So I would very much appreciate it if you check those out. But again, as always, thank you.